Large language models have a frustrating, persistent habit of confidently inventing completely false technical information about complex B2B companies. This happens because public models formulate their answers exclusively from derivative web data, pages that have already been crawled and indexed across the internet. Watch how data flows into an LLM. Public internet data pours in abundantly, but proprietary data, your unpublished internal business knowledge, represents a complete void. Hitting this void, the AI mathematically defaults to generating plausible-sounding fabrications to bridge the gap. Buyers are actively using ChatGPT right now to ask technical questions about your products. If the model fills the gap with an invention, you lose real sales opportunities. The industry standard has been to try and catch these errors after the fact, relying on text-based brand style guides and tools to monitor what the AI is saying. Monitoring is a spectator sport. To stop a model from inventing facts, you have to feed it proprietary data before it ever begins to generate a response. Preventing AI hallucination requires an architectural data pipeline rather than an editorial review process. To fix the deficit, we need content with high information gain. This is net new knowledge that public LLMs have never previously encountered and will actually learn from. Content produced purely from general internet research carries zero information gain. The models already know it, meaning the output is entirely derivative. This pipeline diagram represents the base forge architecture. We start on the left gathering internal assets, sales call transcripts, customer success recordings, and support logs. We then expand the ingest layer to include internal research, white papers, product specifications, PRD specs, and user guides. Sales call transcripts are the single most valuable asset here. They capture the customer's precise voice alongside the correct, verified answers to their questions. Those exact internal sales questions are the identical queries buyers are typing into AI chatbots. Centralizing these specific documents captures the collective, irreplaceable expertise of your organization in a format we can actually use. Our pipeline's first transformative step is vectorization. We take unstructured text, like a sales transcript, and break it down into numerical arrays. This translates messy human conversation into a machine-readable format. These arrays are then plotted into a three-dimensional coordinate space, forming a vector database. Vectorization enables the AI to calculate semantic associations across all the topics, products, and entities stored within your proprietary knowledge base. If a customer asks a loosely phrased question about a feature, the system uses those mathematical associations to instantly link their vague wording directly to the highly technical product specification. Vectorization turns raw, unstructured dialogue into a precise, navigable mathematical map of truth. This diagram outlines the Retrieval Augmented Generation, or RAG, system. An incoming query bypasses the public internet entirely and routes directly into our vector database. The prompt isolates specific, verified internal nodes. All published content must be generated exclusively from this grounded extraction. A text-based brand style guide only tells a writer how to sound. It cannot physically stop an AI from guessing about your software's capabilities. Because the RAG grounding mechanism bypasses broad internet search completely, it mechanically shuts off the model's ability to guess, stopping hallucination at the source. Style guides dictate tone. Only a RAG-grounded vector database dictates absolute truth. A strict quality gate sits between the vector database and final output. Responses must clear 3 checkpoints. First, accuracy, scored perfectly against internal knowledge. Second, information gain, ensuring net new knowledge instead of derivatives. Finally, privacy, a pass-fail check preventing sensitive data leaks. Once the gate is functional, we face an operational reality. Building this knowledge base is not a static one-time upload. Maintaining high accuracy requires a daily workflow of continuous data ingestion. The system needs to be fed yesterday's sales calls, recent customer interactions, and newly updated support logs every single day. Without this continuous ingestion of fresh data, the LLM will inevitably drift back toward generating stale or generic public outputs. You maintain a durable competitive advantage by treating your knowledge base as a living, compounding system. This diagram shows the complete base forge pipeline end-to-end. Brand hallucinations are a solvable data problem, cured by feeding high information gain content into a RAG architecture. Capturing this expertise guarantees that buyers using AI chatbots receive optimized, technically accurate sales answers. The path forward requires immediate action from revenue and marketing leaders. Audit your existing proprietary knowledge stores. Locate your hidden sales recordings, customer success transcripts, and internal research. Then map that internal truth against what public LLMs are currently telling buyers about your brand to identify the discrepancies. The gap between your internal proprietary data and external public AI knowledge is exactly where hallucinations live and where real revenue is lost.